And that's when I started getting into paying attention to masonry and certain stuff, because you know people are like, oh yeah, our government it's fucked up. This world is crazy. And a lot of stuff like people say they show us in movies. Listen,
They show everything.
don't be surprised. I'm gonna tell you something. Pay attention to this. You notice how lately they've been talking a lot about UFOs, which I believe there are. If God is so creative to create all this different life on Earth, it's hard. It's hard for me not to believe it's maybe life somewhere else.
Okay.
Now, I know the government been talking a lot about UFO stuff. Let me tell you what we have to pay attention to. Those drones. They have these drones. You remember the movie Spider-Man? I believe it was Far From Home when he fought this guy named Mysterio, and the guy was using a lot of
with the boat.
Yeah, so he was using
holographic. Yeah.
Pay attention. I'm telling you, David.
I think they were doing. Listen, I think that's what SpaceX doing. That's why they keep shooting these rockets up, man. They shooting rockets up in there, and they setting them up. I'm telling you.
They trying to shoot them up.
I ain't saying they doing it. That's just my opinion. This ain't the word.
Right.
I don't want y'all to say
purposes.
Razor Blade said that they doing the holograms now.
Y'all know they shooting rockets because they can't break the formant, so they can shoot them all they want to. That part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't like to hear that. They don't like to hear that. You know what they say we doing?
What?
They say we spinning in space, 1,000 miles an hour, and the sun, we're going around the sun, and the sun is moving, and the stars are staying in the same place.
I'm gonna tell you how.
Ain't that something? Does that make sense?
I'm gonna tell you how I know it's a lie.
How you know it's a lie? Go ahead.
Because the word of God would not ever change. And God said, I took a circle and stretched it out and set it on top of a foundation.
Four corners.
Right.
In
football, you know, got 4 corners.
4 pillars, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
So, no, you're going to have to do better than that. Now, my thing is this. Something that is so simple. To prove it. When you turn on the water faucet, what the way water flow?
Goes down.
When it rains, what the way water flow?
Goes down.
So, if the world was
Spinning
a circle,
yeah.
Hear me out. How can the water on the bottom of the earth not go out into space? I'll wait.
Gravity?
Really?
What gravity?
What gravity?
No such thing.
Who made gravity up?
I'll wait.
I think
I'll wait.
Aliens.
I think gravity was created by a man.
Ooh.
He made it up. He said, "Okay, this is what it is, and you guys are gonna believe it because this is what we're gonna teach you."
Right.
And most people believed it. Like you believe in gravity.
I know that my big ass falls down a lot.
Okay.
We are, but listen, that's because we're on a flat foundation. God said if foundation doesn't move, well, a lot of people don't know. I'm showing you how we in a format. Another simple way. We know the 3 things you need to make a rainbow is what? Light, water, and glass, right?
Yes.
Yes. Any of y'all got a glass corner tapers? I'm gonna show you what this dude proved to me. He showed where the light shine in from his glass sliding doors and how it hit the edge of his glass table and there's a rainbow on the floor.
Yep, I've seen that.
Think about this.
I've seen that before.
You've always seen a rainbow arch. Well, where's the glass that the light is shining off of? Oh wait.
So
Man,
we're
listen.
just snow globes.
Oh yeah, this
We're
is
like
exactly
alien pets.
Exactly.
That's why they're
You said
catching
we're alien
We're
pets.
alien pets. They come with a check on us,
Listen.
and they get caught up because
It's
we're
a
getting
fact.
too smart.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. We're
That's
just
a
one
fact.
big petting zoo.
I was watching this thing on Netflix last night. We were talking about ancient aliens, where this guy discovered this thing in the Grand Canyon in like 1923.
They've been talking about that recently
Bro,
too.
he found a cave
They talking about
where
it,
he
trying to
found
distract
all kind of different artifacts that shouldn't be in the U.S. I'm talking about ancient stuff from Japan, all over the world. Do you know what they did? The U.S. government found out. All of a sudden, this man got killed, and all those the cave.
They shut them off. You can't go there no more
listen,
because now it's a protected.
Let me guess, it's deemed too dangerous.
Nah, that's probably what they say.
That's
yeah.
like one of the bullshit.
No, one of the things. The reason is they lied to us so much. If those things are discovered, they have to rewrite all our history. That's why they don't want to do it.
Well, I mean, they already.
They already rewritten.
Yeah, they already. They did it already.
But a lot of their lies are coming to pass now.
Because we are in the age of information. And ain't nothing, you ain't getting around this age of information. And people gonna get information now. And you can just go on Instagram, TikTok, anything and find out some news or some knowledge, and you be like, man, that makes sense. Now it's making sense. This stuff y'all was teaching me, like Christopher Columbus,
bro,
stuff.
like walking on the moon. I'm gonna show you how, as a child, I didn't think about it, but how it made more sense. Ever notice when you was a kid, you ever seen that video where they try to show you a Nelson supposed to walk on the moon or whatever? You ever notice that there was no stars out there?
They were underwater.
Right.
Yeah, they were underwater.
And they tried, you know, when he made his footprint, down they have the suit itself in the museum. How are they two different boots? And he said that he took his boot off the moon. Like, okay, with gravity, his boot would have wore 260 pounds. So you took a 260-pound boot off your foot.
That part.
To step on the moon. How did you do that without not suffocating? Because that means at some point they had to get to it. I'm just saying. But anyway.
Let them tell it.
Yeah.
Well, but you know what? I tell people this all the time. We only know what we taught.
Yeah.
Yeah, they teach us. I'm talking about from goes down from religion down to everything that we even believe and that we say.
Yes.
That's what we learning.
Right.
And whatever you put in, it's programming. I was telling somebody this the other day. I was like, listen, if you were born in the Middle East, you'd be Muslim, for the most part.
Yeah.
If you were born in India, you'd be Hinduism.
Yeah.
It'd be Hindu. So it's what they taught.
Of course.
And over here is majority Christianity and Muslim too, because Muslim is big over here now too. But it's like, and they've been warring for years, fighting who is what and what. But I feel like all that God that they're talking about, that Christians talk about, Muslims talk about, Hindu, Buddhist, is the same.
You absolutely right.
That's what I believe.
Let me tell you,
but
it's all the
everybody's
same.
got their own little
Exactly.
exactly.
To control their.
And I'm gonna tell you, and you're absolutely right, because I'm gonna tell you something I found out. Because I'm kind of a historian. I love to know, especially about black people.
Yeah.
I didn't realize first of all, I'm gonna point something out about voodoo too. Some people talk, oh, voodoo evil. Let me tell you something. Did you know that the only way the Haitian people got their independence and defeated the Spaniards were through voodoo? They didn't have any weapons or anything. So of course they made it.
It's dark magic. It's evil.
Exactly.
It's negative.
But do they realize Christianity the same way, because you can cast spells and stuff out the Bible? That part. How you doing?
Hey, listen. Hey,
how you doing?
If you look into Catholics,
yes.
Oh, listen.
Oh, yes, sir.
Go look at just go look at their cathedrals alone. You go look at the cathedral, you'll see you'll see little demons and gargoyles on there. You'll be like, what is this? This is supposed to be a church. Oh no. They already and they got all type. They praying to saints. They pray to saints.
Sir.
That is calling spirits. Basically, you praying the Saint Jude and this and that, and what God said don't have no other God before him.
You're absolutely right. In 1863, all slave owners were forced to teach. They had 7 days to teach all their slaves Christianity, and that was the only thing that they could read or learn. And it was forced because they tried to prove that.
Let me get that right on my show now.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I believe Christianity, the Bible, has a lot of moral compass that we all need, and we need and a lot of other books also. I'm not gonna just say this the Bible, but I'm not gonna just say, oh, the Christianity. I say religion is division altogether.
I agree.
If we all loved each other and everybody just say, this is what we do, we love, we'd be good.
I agree.
But
100%.
But it ain't like that.
I know.
I looked up the other day. You know how many translations of the Bible they got?
How many?
Dude.
It was like over 2,000.
Yeah.
Over 2,000 translations.
With a lot of the books not in there.
Yeah, but you know, but you can find the books though.
Oh yeah, you definitely do that. Also, you know.
So it's up to you. It's up to you to get that knowledge in.
It's like you remember that game we used to play in elementary school called telephone, and we start with one secret. You tell me
Uh-huh.
something, whisper it, pass it down.
And by the
Why
time-
is there over 2,000 translations? There's always going to be something slightly different to where who's ever translating it, they're going to put a different twist on
Because we
their
gotta
opinion,
be
and
able
now
to
it's a whole
control.
different
Yeah,
story.
we gotta be able to preach it to you, right? How we want to preach it to you. So you got all these
You got to believe
denominations.
what we tell you.
You got churches, especially in I'm sorry, my African American community.
Yeah.
I went down the street in an African American neighborhood, and I tell you no lie, 5, 6 churches on the same block, all different denominations. Right, one across the street from the other, and then right down the street, another one, and then right down the street, another one. But I'm gonna tell you, I feel like what it is, and they just using a loophole. Churches ain't gotta pay no taxes.
But
They have paid no taxes. So guess what? All those buildings, they don't pay no taxes.
Right.
And I said this on one of my podcasts. I said we should all just open churches. But I said no, I won't ever do that. But I'm just saying, if you don't want to pay no tax, yeah, well, I was saying the same thing. So I was like, you start my own church. But no, I would never do that because I feel like you'll be punishing the Lord because you're using the Most High and screwing it up for your gain and stuff.
Yeah,
your intentions ain't where it's supposed to be. You just trying to get that tax break.
And when you go before the Most High, you got to account for all that blood.
You're gonna be judged.
Oh yes, sir.
You're definitely gonna be judged.
Razor blade wind.